Fine, good afternoon to you all students. Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and you all are doing well. I hope by God's grace you all are safe. So pray to God daily for your health, your studies, your parents, your employment, each and everything. Okay students? So warm greetings to you all students. Welcome to our today's online class. Okay? So now we are studying about chapter 5. So what's the title of your 5th chapter students? Python variables and operators. So yesterday just I have given introduction about Python, isn't it? So today you are going to study about how we are going to program in Python. Okay. So this chapter is very important for your practical. Okay. So please listen carefully students. So same only you are going to do in your practical also. Okay. So programming in Python. Last class you have studied. So how many types of programming are there? Two ways you can able to program, isn't it? So what are the two ways students? Interactive mode as well as script mode, isn't it? So what's the difference between interactive mode and script mode? So interactive mode always, so look, if you are going to program interactive mode means, so interactive mode the symbol 3 greater than symbol will be there. So after that only you are going to type the program. So immediately you can able to get the result in interactive mode. But script mode it's not like that. So just like a text file or word file you need to type and you need to save the file with the extension .py. Okay, again you need to run the program and take the output. Okay, so now we are going to study detail about interactive mode as well as script mode. Okay, so first mode is the interactive mode programming. Okay, so in this interactive mode programming you can able to type the program directly. Okay, so in interactive mode programming you can able to type the program directly in that screen itself. Okay, so that the interpreter itself you can able to type the program, and after you, if you are typing the program, immediately after you will get the result. Okay, so in the interactive mode you are going to type the program in the script, that is the interactive, that interpreter itself, immediately you will get the result, just like a calculator. So calculator, how you will get the result? So if you are adding two numbers, 5 plus 10 means immediately you will get the result as 15. Same way in programming interactive mode you are typing means immediately you will get the result. But you cannot able to edit or redo anything in interactive mode. Okay, so further how you are going to do or how you are going to program in this interactive mode. Listen. So first you need to click the start button. Okay, so first you need to click the which button? Start button. Okay, then from the start button you should go to all programs. Okay, first you need to click which button? Start button. Okay, then so after clicking the start button you need to go which one? All programs. Okay, so in this all program you are using which version? Yesterday you studied no Python 3.x, isn't it? So next you need to select Python 3.x. Okay, then inside this Python 3.x, so you have Python idle. So you should click this one. Which one? Python idle. Okay, so this is two ways are there to open the Python idle. Okay, so this one you need to go to start. First you need to click the start button. Then you need to select all programs. So inside the all programs Python 3.x idle. Okay, so if you have installed the Python in your computer itself, so the Python icon will be displayed in your desktop itself. Okay, so no need to go inside this all programs and all. From the desktop itself you can double click and open it. Understood? Okay. So listen. So once you have double click the Python idle means, so the window will be open like this. This is the Python idle window. Understood? So once you double click the Python icon, so the window will be open which like this, like this is the Python idle window. Okay, so inside this one two lines will come. Okay, which version you are using, so from which license, that and that details and all, in two lines it will come. So after the two lines, if you are seeing, see 3 greater than symbol, so this we are calling as a Python prompt. Okay, so after this two lines, which symbol you can see, so 3 greater than symbol, so this one we can call as a what? Python prompt. Okay, so listen, in this screen at the top, have you seen at the top that blue color screen is there? Okay, the top blue color portion is called title bar. Okay, so at the top of this screen, so this blue color portion is called which bar? title bar. So in this title bar, you can able to give title. Okay, otherwise what's the name of, you can able to give, as per your wish, you can able to give the name of the particular document. Okay, so after that one, after the title bar, next one, see gray color portion is there. Have you seen this gray color portion? So this bar we are calling as an menu bar. Understood? So first title bar will be there, then after the title bar one, this gray color portion is there. Which one? This is called one, which bar? Menu bar. Inside that lot of menus will be there. Okay, so this area, this white color portion we are calling as an work area. So here only you are going to type the program. Okay, so how you can able to identify this is the interactive mode programming. So interactive program means if you are double clicking, directly the screen will open. Okay, so the screen will looks with which symbol? 3 greater than symbol. What's the name of the symbol? Python prompt. Okay, so what's the meaning of this symbol mean? So this symbol is will indicate, so it is ready to accept whatever you are typing. Okay, the symbol will accept whatever maybe you are going to type on program, or you are going to add two numbers, whatever maybe. So your interpreter is ready to accept your program or instructions. Okay, so this screen we are calling as which screen? Interactive mode screen. Understood interactive mode? So interactive mode means how you need to open. If you double click the icon itself, the particular screen will open. This screen is called which one? Python idle window. Okay, so at the top a blue color portion is called which bar? Title bar, and in this title bar you can able to give the name of the particular file. Then after next to the title bar, which one is there? Menu bar. So in that you can able to give the in that lot of menus will be there. Then after that, so inside this white color portion is called, that portion is called what? Work area. Okay, so once you are opened that Python IDOT window, so here the two lines will display regarding the software. That and all no need to worry. So after that, if you are seeing means 3 greater than symbol with red color greater than symbol is there. So the name of the symbol is called Python prompt. So what's the meaning of that one means? So your interpreter is ready to accept whatever you are going to type. Understood? Okay. So listen. So this one, which mode you are going to type the program? Interactive mode. Why? Symbol is there, isn't it? 3 greater than symbol. So see, I am giving the number 5 plus 10. So if you are giving means already you have studied. So in interactive mode, the script will, or interactive mode, the interpreter works just like a calculator. Immediately it will give the result, isn't it? So no need to run or execute or anything. Immediately it will get the, if you press the enter button, immediately you will get the result. See, I am giving 5 plus 10. So if you are pressing the enter button means you will get the result 15. See, 5 plus 50 into 10. What's the answer? 50 into 10, 500. 500 plus 5, 505. Immediately you will get the answer. 5 square. So 5 square means 5 into 5, 25. Okay, first example with numbers. Second one, listen. So here, next one you are giving inside the print statement. So what's the use of print statement? So inside the print statement, whatever you are giving, you can able to, whatever you are giving inside the print statement will be displayed in the output screen. Isn't it? Last year itself you have studied. Okay, so inside the print statement you are giving Python programming language. So if you press the enter button, what you will get the output? Python programming language. So you have given, but one thing, all the things you need to give inside the print statement with double quotes. Okay, see next one. So I am giving x value of x equal to 10, y equal to 20, z equal to x plus 1. Next, inside the print I am giving the sum, comma, sum, comma, z. So what's the value of z now? Say x plus y. So 10 plus 20, what's the value? 30. So what output you will get inside the print? You are giving the sum. Now what's the value of z? 30. 30 you will get as the output. Understood interactive mode programming? Okay. See, same thing. So that's a simple example they have given. Same thing. Now you are going to type inside Python. Okay. So same program you are going to type inside via Python interactive window. Okay. Listen. So once you open the window, what you will get? First 2 lines regarding the software. See, after that command line will be there. Prompt. Isn't it? So what's the use of this prompt? So it is indicates it is ready to accept your program. So inside I am giving say print Python programming language. So after pressing the enter symbol, what you will get? Immediately you will get the result Python programming language. Okay. So same program I am giving. See all the things you should give inside this symbol. Automatically the symbol will come. So the symbol, the line without the symbol we can call this as output. See, after executing the program, I am pressing enter. See, x equal to 10, y equal to 20, z equal to x plus y. Then inside the print I am giving the sum equal to Z. So after pressing the enter, you will get what output you are getting? The sum. What's the value of Z? 30. But then here that prompt symbol is there? No, because it's an output line. So after the output line is over, next the prompt symbol will be there. Again you can able to type the program here. Understood about the interactive mode? So understood students? Okay. So next one is script mode programming. Okay, interactive mode programming over. What's the next mode programming? Script mode programming. Okay, so script mode programming is, listen, so it's a text file. Okay, so text file means nothing but, so you are going to type your program in a separate text file. Okay, in a Python, you are going to type a programming in separate text file. Okay, so next you are going to save after, once you are typing, means after typing the file, you are going to save the file. Okay, so you are going to save the file with the extension .py. Okay, so this kind of script file is a reusable code. What do you mean by reusable? Again and again you can able to use. For example, one program you have saved in a separate file. The same program you need to import in particular some other program. So at that time you can able to call the name of the file. That's enough. Okay, so only we are calling Python scripts are reusable. So how many times you need, based on that you can able to reuse again and again. Okay, so that what's the meaning of reusable? They are telling means once you are typing means no need to execute again and again. Once you are execute and get the output means no need to retype. The same things you are able to call with the name. Okay, so in a script mode you can able to edit all the things, but interactive mode you cannot able to edit, but script mode you can able to edit all the things. Understood? So what do you mean by script mode? In script mode, script just is a text file. So in this file it will contain what? Lot of statements. Okay, so Python scripts are reusable code. What do you mean by reusable? As per your wish, you can able to, once you have typed the program and save the file means the same thing. If you are need again means you no need to retype it again. Same with that name you are calling means you can able to reuse the program again. Okay, so you can also able to edit the files also. Understood? Okay. So listen carefully. So this is the creating scripts in Python. Okay, so same way only you are going to do practical, same thing. Okay, so we are practical, we are not going to follow interactive mode, you are going to follow the script mode programming only for your 12th practical. Okay, so what's the first step means, listen, so already you have studied, so double click the Python idle, so immediately this screen will open. Okay, so listen carefully. In this screen what you need to do at the first? Okay, so in this screen first you need to have seen file menu. So practical, I lost all these questions. Please listen carefully. Same thing only you are going to do in the practical. Okay. So first one, what's the first step? You need to double click the Python icon. Okay, in the desktop. If you are double clicking the icon, the script will be open like this. Okay. Then in this screen, this is called Python script. Okay. So in this screen, which one you need to select? So in the screen, which one you need to select? File. Okay, then file. So inside the file you need to select which one? New file. Understood? First you need to click which one? File menu. Then from the file menu you need to select which one? New file. Okay, so what's the shortcut or short form of new file means? Control N. Okay, so what's the shortcut or short form of new file? Control N. Understood students? First you need to open this Python. Then inside the Python, which menu you need to select? File menu. So from the file menu you need to select which file? New file. So what's the shortcut of new file? Control N. Understood? Okay. So once you have clicked the file, new file, so this new file will open. This is called new file or blank file. Okay. So here only you are going to type your Python programs. Okay. Here only you are going to type your Python programs. Okay. So here, see, listen. So you first, once you are opening the file, there is no name. Whether any name is there in this file? No. Initially, there will be no name. Okay. So you should save the file with the name. So if there is no name means the particular title bar will be displayed the name untitled. See, here they are displaying in the name, which name? Untitled. So you are not giving any title. So, understood? So first you need to click which one? File menu. From the file menu you need to select which one? New file. So what's the shortcut for new file? Control N. So once you click the file menu, the screen will open. Okay. So this is called script text editor. Here only you are going to do the program. Understood the first term? Okay. Listen. So next you are going to type one program inside this inside the script. So listen, I am going to type A equal to 100, B equal to. So listen carefully. In the script mode, the symbol will not be there. That 3 greater than symbol. Okay. But in interactive mode, that symbol will be there. But script mode, the symbol will not be there. Okay. Okay, students. Okay. So A equal to 100, B equal to 350. So C equal to A plus B. Okay. So next I am printing the sum equal to C. So what value you will get? A plus B, 100 plus 350, 450. So what's value of C now? 450. Okay. So same thing, same code I am going to type inside. See, same thing I have typed inside this script. Okay. So this is called which one? Python script. The same thing I am going to type inside the script. Okay. The same way only you are going to type your practical programs also in this script. Understood? First you have opened the file. Then after opening the new file, you are going to type your program. So now you have completed the typing. So after completed your typing, what you need to do means you need to save your file. Understood? Very, very important thing. First you need to open your file. Next you need to type your program. So after typing a program, you need to save your file. Okay. For saving the file also listen carefully. So again you need to click the file menu. Okay, again you need to click which one? File menu. Then from the file menu, you need to select the save option. And from the file menu, you need to select which option? Save option. Understood? So after completion of your typing the program, and after typing your program, you should save the file. For saving the file, where you need to go? You need to click the file menu. So from the file menu, you need to click which one? Save option. Understood? So, save option will also have one shortcut, Control S. Okay, what's the shortcut for save option? Either you need to press Control S or you need to select from the file menu, save option. Understood? Okay. So, once you click the save option, so automatically this screen will open. Understood, students? Once you click the save option, automatically this screen will open. Listen carefully. So, here inside this file name, okay, this screen, file name is there. Here you need to give your file name. Understood? So in this place of file name, you should give your file name. That any name you can give. But important thing, so all the names ends with extension .py. Because you are typing Python code, isn't it? So Python code extension is .py. So you should give any file name here. Okay, maybe any one name. That name .py. So here they are giving the name called demo1. Okay, what's the extension? .py. Okay, so here next save as type. Here you need to select Python files. Automatically it will come. Py means automatically it will come Python files. Understood? And also one thing, so always you should save your program inside the Python folder. See, so above they are giving Python. Always that you need to check before you are going to save the file. You should check whether inside the Python folder only you are going to save. That is very, very important. So if here Python folder is not there, means you should select the Python folder and next you need to save the file here. Understood? After typing all the things, you should save the file. So in the place of file menu, you should type name.py. Then in the save as type, you need to give out Python files. Then listen, after giving the file name, you should click the save option. You should click the which option? Save option. Once you click the save option, your file will get saved. Understood, students? Okay. So next thing, listen. So if you need to save, already you have saved the file. If you need to change the name of the file. Understood? If you need to change the name of the file. Name of the file means also you need to select instead of save, from where you have selected the save, file menu, isn't it? Same from file menu, file, you need to select the save as option. Okay, then which name you need to save, with that name you can save the same format. Okay, .py, then you can click the save button. Understood? Okay. Then first you have opened the file, then you have typed the program, next you have saved the program. 3 steps over. After saving the file, what's the next step mean? You need to run your file or execute your file. Understood? What's the next step? You need to run your file or execute your file. Okay. So to run or execute your file, which option you need to select means run option. Okay. Have you seen here in the screen which option you need to select? Run option. Okay. So in the run option, you should select run module. Okay. In the run menu. Okay, you should click which one? Run menu. In the run menu, you should click which option? Run module. Okay, so shortcut of run module is F5. Okay, so once you click this run module, you will get your output. Okay, so you will get your output. Sometimes if you have error in your program, sometimes if you have any error in your program means, so in which line the error will be there, that line will be displayed in a red color. Sometimes for me this third line error is there. Okay, so if any after running, if any error is there means the particular line will be displayed in which color? Red color. So what the Python comes to say means, so this line some error is there, so you need to correct the error. Okay, so that's, listen carefully. After correcting the error, you should save the file each time. So now I am corrected the error. So this line I have already corrected the error. So after correcting the error, I should save. Each time after each correction, you should save the file again and again. Okay, then only you will get output. So after saving the file, again you need to click the run menu and run module, you will get the output. Understood, students? Understood? Okay. So listen. So after correcting the error, you are going to run the program. Okay. So now you have run the program. So after executing, see, this is the output. If the program contains no error means you will get the output. What's the output? The sum equal to 450. See, this line is the output. So if you have error means the automatically with the red color here some lines will display. This line error will be there. So you need to correct the error. Again you need to save the file. Again you need to run. So if there is no error means you will get the output like this. See here the what's output of the program? The sum equal to 450. Understood, students? Okay, today up to this enough, I think. So this is very important for your practical. Same only you are going to do in your practical also. What are things you need to select? First, once more recall. First you need to click the Python icon. Then you need to select click the file menu, select the new file, then blank screen will come. Inside the blank screen you need to type the program. After typing the program you need to save the file. To save the file, where you need to click, again you need to go to the file menu, select the save option, then give a particular proper name .py, then you need to save the file. After saving the file you need to run the program. Okay, so if your program contain error means the particular line will be displayed in red color. So if there is no error means you will get an output. Okay, so what are things I have explained today? This is one of the important 5-mark question. Okay, understood? By your own words you can write, but the diagrams and all just one time you see their headings and diagram. So what are things I have explained today? So please, this is one of the important 5-mark questions. Please study, students. Okay, so after completion of this session, one time read it and put the heading. First one is opening a file, then save the file, run the file, put a heading and two points you write in your notebook. Possible means draw the diagram with a free hand, no problem. Okay, this is the homework for you. Today you should complete this question. Okay, students, take care. Remain. I'll continue next class. Thank you, students.